Hi guys, this morning we're back with the red Golf 1. Yeah, so just as I'm getting ready for dyno day, uh, here we go. The CV cup, you can see the oil that's there. That seems to be the, let me focus, there we go. Yeah, you can see the oil that's there. From the research I've done, that is the flange seal on the back of that CV cup that needs to be replaced. Okay, this is the FFZ gearbox, and from what I've been told, this is spring loaded. So yeah, guys, I've never opened a gearbox before. It's the first time, so yeah, it's going to be quite an experience. So let's see what happens. Okay, so first step is let's get the car jacked up and the wheel removed. Okay guys, we've got the car jacked up. As you can see, there's oil on the floor, and that's actually coming from the CV boot itself. So here's oil, so you can get the CV boot. There's the CV boot right there, and oil is dripping from the CV boot down. So what I think is happening is oil is coming through the seal, through the flange into the CV itself. And now that the car is actually jacked up, this is the lowest point, so the oil is accumulating and dropping through there. So before we start, we need to drain the oil on the gearbox. So you've got your drain plug, which is, let's see where my finger is, up there. The full plug, see on the side. So if you look at the gearbox on the side, the full plug is up there, and the drain plug is at the back there somewhere. So the rule of thumb is always check that the full plug is loose. You can open the full plug first before opening the drain plug, because you don't want to drain the oil from the gearbox and then you're unable to open the full plug, then you're stuffed. So let me do that quickly. So now to loosen the CV bolts up there, what I'm using is, initially I'll just use a normal ratchet, 2 extensions, an adapter, 1/4 to either to 1/8, I'm not sure what it is. Let me find that. Yeah, so basically 2 adapters, I'm not sure what the size is. I'm using a T40 spline. So from here, from the outside, I can reach all the way in to the CV and open it from here. Let me show you how that's done. Okay, so the top view, you can see there's a socket going into the CV nut right down there, and if you come out here, it comes all the way out here. So I'm not using impact yet because I don't want to strip anything. So I'll loosen it with the ratchet and then use the impact just to fasten things up there. Alright guys, so this is underneath the hub here. Here's out the CV. So we can loosen that bolt and a nut on the other side, pull it out, and then lift this off the hub of the ball joint itself, and then the bottom of the hub, then the bottom of this hub can pull out, and the entire shaft will pull free, give us space. I don't want to open up the shock, just had alignment done on the car, so I don't want to stuff that up. Alright guys, so you can see all the oil is leaking out here. Alright, let's get that cleaned up, see what we can do. Alright guys, in the center there should be a cap. I'm going to use a, sorry man, I can't form that well. There's not much space under here, but in the center there should be a cap. I'm going to use a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver and hammer, and knock screwdriver through and try and pry the cap out. Let me see if I can get footage. Hopefully I can. Alright guys, so I made a hole in there, put a screwdriver, and I'm trying to wedge it out. Let me see if I can video this whilst I do that. Oh. There we go. There's the cap, and look at the oil on the back. And that's the shaft. So let's see how we get that out. Okay guys, this is the little tool I made. So I'm used steel, I think it's around 3 mil, I'm not sure. Anyway, you just need something strong enough. And you want something pretty thin because you want the circlip is going to be behind this bolt. You need to get access to the circlip. So you don't want something that's too thick. So anyway, from here to there it's 125 millimeters. This is a 17 mil socket fits on here. I think it's M12, I'm not sure. But anyway, I cut this down to 50 millimeters from the top, beginning of the head down to the bottom. That seems to be the length that I measured. So basically what's going to happen is this is going to thread into the center hole that we saw there on the shaft. And basically this is going to be on the CV cup itself. This is going to be on the center shaft. So what's going to happen is this is actually going to should push that cup in, because the cup is spring loaded, and then we'll be able to go around it and take out the circlip and then slowly release the cup. Anyway, that is the idea. Hopefully we've got enough space and hopefully it goes according to plan, but I don't know, it's the first time I'm doing this and I'm just making it up as I go, so let's see. Alright guys, just a quick update. I put 4 bolts back on the CV, put the car in gear, and I loosened the A2 nut. I realized I need to take that CV out. I need the space, and what I've also done is I've used angle iron and I've made a new tool there, and hopefully this will work. So let me get the CV out. It's simple. Loosen the A2, pull the whole strut forward, pull out the inner CV, the outer CV, loosen the inner CV and pull it out. It's quite straightforward. So let me get that done. Okay guys, there's the CV joint. It's quite simple. Now let's give this another bash. Alright guys, it's the next day. I failed miserably yesterday after several attempts with my circular pliers. I was unable to open up that retaining clip. The reason is these pliers tend to move and kept on slipping off the circlip. So after some thought last night, I decided we know that the circlip is under tension, the cup is spring loaded. So what I'm going to do is so the issue was with the tool that I made in place, there was very little space to get underneath the circlip. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to leave the tool out. I'm going to try and get the circlip out, and hopefully that flange doesn't come flying out and hit me in the face. That's firstly, and secondly, I went to Oddendorf this morning and I bought some circular pliers, some heavy duty. These things are really heavy, at 125 rands each. Well worth the price, I think. I feel really good quality. So yeah, let's try that and see how we go from there. Alright guys, so there we go. Chain clip, circlip, and just use these needle nose pliers here. Right equipment makes our job much easier. So now we just need to get let's see if we can get this. Yeah, we just need to get that CV cone out. It seems to be stuck. I've got a bearing puller, but let me just try hitting it with the crowbar from the top and pushing it out. If that doesn't work, we'll get the bearing puller. Alright guys, so here we've got the CV cup, and this is the spring that preloads the CV, the flange. We've got this here that fits on the inside, like so. Just like that. So when putting it back, you need to compress this entire thing. Got quite a bit of tension. Let me see if I can do this whilst recording. Alright guys, so here's the seal. It is rock hard. It feels like metal. Alright guys, so whilst we're waiting for the spares, I'm gonna change the inner CV, and I'm gonna just clean up and paint this CV cup. I just rubbed it on with a wire brush and my good old faithful, sorry, where is it? Can't find it now. Yeah, I use carb cleaner, and I'm gonna run it, spray it with Rust-Oleum ultra high heat semi gloss. This is what I've used on the entire engine. So I'm gonna shake this up and let's spray it. Okay guys, it's the next day. I had to wait on the seal to come, so couldn't do anything yesterday. All I did was I changed the inner CV. As you can see, here's the shaft. I put in a new inner CV there. Yeah, so that's done. So this I did get from Cotwalls. As you can see, there's the part number OS9770 oil seal kit. It was actually quite cheap, $80. So yeah, this is a recap. So initially, okay, so this is the flange that I taken out. I masked it and sprayed black. So initially I was using the formal steel plate, flat bar, and you can see that bent. They made this out of angle iron. This is 5mm, and because it's angle iron, obviously it will be much stronger. It won't allow it to bend, and I don't think we'll need that much force, to be honest with you. So the other takeaway is from doing research, the original tool is basically similar to an H pattern, not H, a U, upside down U, up, down, around. So basically you've got upside down U there, and you've got this down there. So as you thread your nut down, that pushes the jaw down. So the reason why it's an upside down U is it actually gives you space to work on inserting your circlip in there because the face is away from the actual flange itself, so you've got space. Now the problem with what I've done is I don't have much space because this is right against the shaft, the flange. So what I have done initially is I've off-centered this to give me a bit more space, and the original kit comes with a retaining clip like that. What I've done is I've got a circlip. This actually is from the new CV joint, and firstly I think the circlip will be easier to put in, and secondly actually with the circlip, I know with the retaining clip I will not be able to do that with using this these tools here, but with the circlip I may be able to do it. I'm going to try. If I fail, then I will have to weld in 2 arms. The other thing I had to do was on these circular pliers, these little teeth here, they were too big for the circular hole itself. So what I did do is I took my Dremel tool and I ground it down, and now it fits perfectly. Now it fits in the hole. Okay, if I push it, it will go in deeper, but now it fits in there. Alright, so that's the plan of action. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Remember guys, I'm making it up as I go. I've never done this before, so yeah, hopefully my learnings will help someone else. But yeah, let's try it out and see what happens. Alright guys, so here's the seal. As you can see, that's the back, that's the front. So what I'm going to do is I've cleaned out that area, the surface where the seal sits. I've used a little scouter pad here with some brake clean as well and cleaned it out. Guys, as you can see, the side clip is in. The side clip is a bit stretched towards the bottom, but it's holding, and I'll take that. Okay guys, I managed to get myself the right bit, 17mm X nut. So let's see if we can get that drain plug opened. Okay guys, so I've tightened all the CV bolts, not tightened, just put them in place, hand tighten them. So for the inner CV bolts, the torque settings are 45 Newton meters. I'll set up my torque wrench and extensions, so let's torque them down. Alright guys, so we've got this one, as you can see, 45 Newton, so let's do the rest. Alright guys, so drain plug CV is back in and outer. Inner's torque to 45 newtons, the outer should be 220 to 240. I did 210, that was my torque range maxed out, 210 and like a quarter of a ton. What I've done is, you can see I've got level on the engine, so I've adjusted it to level, engine is level, so when I fill the fluid, should be more or less okay. The car is sitting higher in the front, but it shouldn't be an issue. So I did go and purchase some gearbox oil. I got this from Goldwagon, Wolf 75W90. I've got 2 liters. The manual says that the vehicle actually takes 2 liters. So the bottom plug is on, the full plug is off on the side, and if you guys can see, that's the full plug there on the side. I've got 13mm hose that I had, rubber hose, so that's going into the full plug there. Let's see if I can get that. There you go. Right, and then I've got that coming up to a funnel here, so I'm going to fill in here, and the moment the fluid starts leaking out the side, we know that we've reached our limit. It should be 2 liters anyway, so let's get that done. Okay, that's one. So guys, that's 2 liters full. Do you see anything coming with the side? No, not yet. But yeah, I'm not going to fill anymore guys. 2 liters, that's the spec. so I'm going to leave it there. And do remember that this car is parked at an angle, so remember all the fluid will be towards the back. It will be like that. Give my hand straight. The moment we level the car, it will come straight, and the fluid level will pick up in the middle or towards the full plug. So that's why I'm not too bothered about it. Yeah, so that's it. Okay guys, so once I pulled out the pipe, you can see the fluids leaking out. So yeah, we were slightly above the limit. So yeah. Okay guys, so I didn't film me finishing up everything, but it's about a week, close to 2 weeks later, and everything is done. As you can see, it's all clean, no leaks. Pretty happy with it, so it's successful. So guys, please once again note that the CV cup is spring loaded, so please be careful if you're gonna venture into this. Yeah, do it at your own risk. So guys, please be safe, and till the next video, cheers.